Hi Year 3, so we're going to do our collage fish project and I'm going to take you through the steps to be able to make a paper today for our awesome fish that we're going to make.
So some of these materials that we're going to use today are our paints. You might need a spoon as well to be able to scoop them down into the palettes. I've got water. We're going to mix some of the paint in the palette with the water. And we've got some of our materials that we're going to make our printing paper with. So we've got some glad wrap or cling film, some string, some woolen string or twine, and some bubble wrap as well. So we're going to have a lot of fun making paper for our collages.
Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to take our paint that we've got, the one colour, and I fill one of the little holes with water. And we're going to take that paint and make quite a watery kind of base of colour. Being really careful, we're working on the plastic and we've made sure that our name in our class is written on the back so that we know whose work it is. And we're just making a very watery based paint. Not too watery, just enough so that the paint's still in the water as we spread it. Okay, great. So I'm going to start to spread this on. It's probably needs lots of water to spread. And just keep spreading it all on. Nice and watery. Putting the water on, spreading it all the way. If you make a mess, that's okay. So we're going to use this after as well. Okay, so we're going to take our thread. I'm going to lay it and spread it around into an area on our piece of painted paper. We're also going to do this with the bubble wrap. So lay our bubble wrap down on it. Just bubble wrap into the wet paper, painted paper, and just leave it there. Great. So leave it there to dry. It's going to be a mystery to see what it looks like. So we carefully move this one aside, and now we've got this area to work in, and this is going to be quite fun. So what we're going to do is, if you've been using blue and you want a different colour, you'll move to a different area. But let's say we're going to do a blue theme. We're going to pick two colours. We're going to squeeze a little bit of blue on here, a little bit of green on here, and just for a bit of highlights, I'm also going to add some white. No more than two colours, otherwise we start to get some funny mixes. I'm going to move this right out the way now. So this is the fun, messy part. So now we are ready to start mixing the paint with our fingers. So spreading it around with our fingers and our hands and mixing the colours and making patterns with our fingers. So you don't want to mix it so it just becomes one blobby colour. You want to really mix it and create patterns with the fingers, lines or waves or swirls. And you're going to have lots of paint on your hands. That's a good thing. And don't forget, while you're mixing the paint, to get your hands into it. Get them messy, because we want paint all over our hands. Wait and see. So it's really important that we put the first piece of paper down on top of our paint. And you see I grabbed a second piece of paper. Make sure you put a second piece of paper on there so that we can bang down on top the second piece of paper. So we have two different kinds. Then we can take off this top layer. And then we get to reveal underneath the painted patterns that we created on the plastic. Isn't that great? So I wonder what would happen if we tried with a different colour piece of paper. So we'd mix the paint the same way, and then we put another sheet of paper on top and we bang down so that we get a patterned, finger-printed patterned background. And then we can reveal what it looks like with a different colour. Let's have a look. Voila! A masterpiece. So let's try again, this time using the bubble wrap, and we're also going to use cling film. So I've painted my background and I'm going to push down my piece of bubble wrap, and I need to leave it there to dry because we really want to get some cool printing effects for the paper we're going to use in our collage. So I'm going to push it down carefully, and then let's get the cling film. So you get this piece of cling film. I really like the cling film effect. It gives it a really scratchy, natural kind of look, which we can't really do with our fingers. So we're going to push down, check there's no air bubbles. I'm going to push down the cling film, spreading it out over that painted area. You could do a whole A3 page just of cling film and a whole A3 page of the bubble wrap, so that you've got two different pieces. What a great idea. So let's have a look now that it's dried a bit. It's not completely dry, but we're going to peel it off now so that we can see the print, and it looks fantastic. So we're really going to all have a go at using the bubble wrap, and now we're going to see what the plastic bit looks like. Pulling off the cling film. Remember, we're going to use these again, so keep the plastic and keep the bubble wrap, and we'll recycle it. Someone else can use it, or the next class can use it. And there you go, you can have a look, you can see, and I'll show you some close-up photos, the different patterns created from the printing with the bubble wrap and the cling film. You can see that there's many patterns created. We just used blue to brush on the background, and you can see those natural kind of scratchy effects. And what if we use a different color now for our plastic painting? So spreading the paint out with our fingers, making sure it gets all over our hands. I've even used a different color paper here. I really like the blue. Have a look. It's going to look spectacular. What a great effect by spreading that paint out and designing swirls or patterns with the fingers in the paint. So don't forget, I'll show you one more time to use two pieces of paper when you're banging down on top, because you've got all the paint on your hands. So you get one piece that we can use in our collage, and then we get another piece with the swirling patterns that we created, and all these different beautiful pieces of paper we're going to use in our collages. So have fun, get messy, and make sure you clean up after yourselves. Have fun!
Audio Jump.